morning, everyone. Welcome to Chair Yoga. Hopefully everyone's feeling good today. I encourage everyone to go at their own pace and to make any adjustments that you need to make for this practice. So if you need to use a pillow or a wall or another chair or whatever, please do so. And if you need to change what we're doing a little bit to make it your own practice, please do so as well. So I encourage you to really make this practice yours. So use me as a guide and move in any way that feels accessible to you. Okay? So we're going to place ourselves on our chairs comfortably and try not to sit back into the chair because we're not upright. So we want to sit more towards the edge of the chair, but still feel yourself totally supported underneath your thighs and underneath your buttocks. And bring your feet and push them into the ground. So finding that connection. Just place your hands on your lap and having a cat climbing up your legs. So sitting up nice and tall. So you want to lengthen through your spine, relax your shoulders, close your eyes and relax your face. And you just want to connect. So you want to connect with the mind and the body, the space that you're in. So just take a few moments to do that. Just notice what's all around you. And as we take the sense of sight away, our other senses are going to be a little stronger. So you might notice different things in your space. So acknowledge those things. And feeling the ground underneath your feet, feeling the chair underneath your bottom, feeling supported here. Maybe you need to wiggle your seat around, wiggle your toes around, just to find that connection a little bit stronger. That's perfectly fine. Really try to root down, like rooting down like a tree and lifting your trunk, your spine upwards towards the ceiling. So sitting up as tall as you possibly can. And then bring your awareness inwards a little bit more. So feeling your skin, noticing what's touching your skin, notice any feelings anywhere. Maybe you're paying attention to the soles of your feet, specifically if you have bare feet. If you don't, then maybe you can just focus a little bit stronger through those nerve endings on the soles of your feet. And then also the palms of your hands, where the other nerve endings are. And just notice if anything, you can pick anything up. And then begin to do a body scan, checking out how you're truly feeling today. So how are those muscles this morning? How are your joints this morning? Maybe you notice some organs. What else do you notice? So the scan going through your body, try to keep going, doing that through your whole practice today. Every time either I mention it or you have that thought to do a body scan and just notice different things that might coming up. Every time we move, there's a different perspective on how we might be feeling in a certain part of the body. So really getting to know your body, the different sensations that are coming up at any given time. Some of those sensations might be really, really big. And some of them might be really small, like really, really subtle, like little whispers. It's really good to key in and get to know those sensations as well. Noticing those really, really whispery sensations. So anytime you can do that is really, really beneficial. And then take a moment, go up in the head, noticing what type of thoughts are moving around up there. Noticing if they're repetitive today, if they're ones that were going through your mind yesterday or the day before or last week. Or if they're totally new and different thoughts. If they're coming in a jumble or there's some space between them. Sometimes it gets a little chaotic up there. What we're trying to do is slow it down, create some space. And then whenever you're ready, just bring your attention to your breath, noticing how you're breathing. And at first it might be really shallow, perhaps not, but just notice the way that your breath is moving in and out of your body. That's one thing, is we can connect with the breath at any time. We take it everywhere we go. And the breath is a really good tool to use to calm us down when we become too excited or anxious or upset. We always have it there to bring us into a more peaceful place. So learning how to control the breath to do so is extremely beneficial. So the more we practice it, the better we become. I'm still practicing it. Sometimes I forget. Uh-oh. Hopefully you all can see me, because I cannot see some of you. In fact, I can't see anybody. Hopefully I can. I can see Elizabeth's room, but no one else. Okay, well, I'm just gonna keep.
We can see you. We can see you.
Okay, good, because it says connecting. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Ellison, for letting me know that. Okay, everyone close their eyes again and connect with their breath. Just feel your breath moving through your body. With every breath, allow it just to get a little bit deeper, a little bit slower. The more we practice this, the more we're going to get really good at breathing, which is the most important thing in your life. It really, really, truly is, because if you can't breathe, honestly, you're not alive. So the most important thing you can do is practice breathing. So getting into that yogic breathing, breathing in slow, breathing in deep. And I can see, Ellison, that you're now here in Arundel. Yay. Just breathing in, breathing out. And if you're not sure, I don't know what's going on here. Do you see that I was kind of kicked out?
No, just your close-up is kicked out, but we see your full body.
Okay.
And everything's fine.
Hopefully it'll get kicked in. I think it's because there's a little storm out there, so.
But we can see your whole body.
Okay, so we should have that connection with the breath. Nice big belly breathing, filling up the sides of the body, filling up the chest, filling up the back. And then moving with that breath, we're gonna center our focus on our nose, the tip of the nose, and we're gonna start to do the smallest little circles possible in through the nose, little tiny circles. And those circles are going to get bigger and bigger. So using the tip of your nose, moving the circles around, bigger and bigger and bigger. Sometimes it helps to look down the bridge of your nose. I just felt myself leaning forward, so I adjusted it. So check in if you're doing the same thing. Maybe you're not, maybe you are. And we're just gonna keep moving around in circles. It's like your nose is a pencil or a crayon or a piece of chalk. You're making circles. And those circles are getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Nice and slow. Notice how this feels in your body. Notice how it feels as you breathe. Now we're starting to make pretty big circles. Trying to make the biggest circles you can. And then once those circles are as big as you possibly can make them, you're going to start to go in the opposite direction. So again, nice and slow. Keep your shoulders soft. Keep rooting down through your feet and your seat. So the circles are going in the opposite direction, big. And then with every rotation, they're just going to get a little bit smaller and a little bit smaller. A little bit smaller until they're really, really small. You're making the smallest little circles you can. Making them smaller and smaller till they're barely, the nose is barely even moving. Tiny, itsy bitsy circles. And then just hold it there. Close your eyes if you like, or open up your eyes, it doesn't matter. And just feel. Sometimes when you have your eyes closed, you can feel inside a little bit better than outside. That's what I'm going to do now. Okay. Okay, so let's, on our next inhalation, I'm going to bring the arms all the way up above our heads. Hands to touch, and then we're going to cross the arms and bring them down. So big sunshine arms. So we're going to bring the arms up and cross them, and we're just going to alternate the arms, what one is in front and what one is behind. So bringing the arms up. Spread out those fingers, moving in time with your breath. Just do what you can do. Two more times, coming up. And crossing and bringing them down, and the last time coming up. And bringing them down. Good. Let's go in the opposite direction, bringing them up, and then bringing them down. Up, bringing them down. This is the opposite direction. And the other time, one more time, up. And bringing them down. I feel like I'm gonna hit that table. Okay, bringing our hands towards our heart. Just bow down for a moment. On the inhale, bring those arms up and look up at the thumbs. And then exhale, bring the hands down and looking down at the thumbs. And do that one more time. Inhale, lift up. And then exhale, come back down. Good. Open the arms up nice and wide. Open up through the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades together, relax through the shoulders, spread out those fingers. And then exhale, round out. So we're gonna do like little cat and cows. Inhale to open. And exhale to bring the hands back together. Okay. Inhale to open. And then exhale, bring the arms together. Okay. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, bring your hands to your shoulders. So relax those shoulders down and spread them away. So trying to bring the elbows a little bit further together towards your back. Take a breath in here, and we're just gonna do a little twist. Little twist. And come back to center. And then twist in the opposite way. Just keep rooting down through your seat and your feet. Inhale, come back to center. One more time on each side. Exhale to twist. Sitting up nice and tall. Inhale back to center. Exhale over towards the other side. Inhale back to center. Good. You're gonna bring your hands down onto your thighs. We're gonna start to do some figure eights in the waist and the hips. So we're gonna go out and come back to center, and then go forwards, and then come back, and come back to center. So figure eights. So a figure eight is like this, right? So we're going out and around, and forwards and around. The other side and around, and the other side and around. So paying attention to how this feels. You might feel that one buttocks is coming up off the chair. You might feel some movement in your feet, perhaps maybe in your shoulders or somewhere else in the body. Okay, now let's go in the opposite direction now. So figure eights in the opposite direction. It's like a little mind game here. Couple more times. Okay, finish that figure eight and come back to center. And hold it here. We're gonna inhale the arms all the way up. Place your left hand on your hip or on your waist, and we're gonna side bend. If you wanna hold on to the chair, you can do so as well too. Side bend, make sure you're gluing your bottom and your feet to the ground. Inhale, lift both arms up. Right hand onto the waist or onto the side of the chair, and you're gonna move over towards that right side. So glue those feet and bottom down. Inhale to lift, we'll do that one more time. Both arms reach up. Left hand comes down to the waist or the chair, side bend. Inhale, lift up. And right hand comes down and side bend over towards that right side. Good. Inhale the arms all the way up. And we're gonna reach forwards and reach down towards our toes. Just go to where you can go. You might reach the floor or your toes. You might just reach your knees. Try to soften through your shoulders and through your head. Just go to where you can feel secure and balanced here. So that might be totally different for everybody. And then we're going to inhale, walk up your body. And lift those arms all the way back up. Big breath in here. And again, we're going to do it again. So reach forwards first. Don't fall off your chair. Push into your feet and your bottom, and then fold yourself forward. So forward bend, drop the head. Find a place where you can be. You might not want to touch your toes to the ground. You might feel better just leaning into your thighs. Okay, and then your next inhalation, bring your arms all the way back up again. And then exhale, bring your arms down. Okay, so we're gonna start to squeeze our glutes, our buttocks. So just placing your hands on your thighs. Squeeze both buttocks, cheeks, squeeze them, and release them. And squeeze them, make them tight, 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 and then release them. So squeeze and release. And notice which way you're breathing. There's not really any wrong way to breathe. And release. Maybe even try it different ways. Like when you squeeze, maybe inhale, exhale, release. Or maybe you're going to exhale as you squeeze and inhale to release. So try both ways and see which one works for you. Do that a couple more times. Playing around with the breath. Next time you squeeze both buttock cheeks, hold them there. Hold them, but keep breathing. Now release the right side. Totally relax the right side. Keep squeezing that left side. And now reverse. Squeeze the right side, release the left side. And then reverse again. Squeeze the left, release the right. And then reverse one more time. Squeeze the right, release the left. Now squeeze both. Release both. Squeeze both. Release both. Now just squeeze the right side. Squeeze the left side. Release the right side. And release the left side. Okay, and then just wiggle around. Okay, we're gonna bring our hands and clasp them in front of us. Notice how your hands are clasped. So it looks, for me, my dominant hand is the right hand, so my right thumb is on top of the left, and my right pointer fingers on top of the left. So notice that. Might be the reverse for you. Soften through the elbows, and it's kind of like we're stirring a pot. So we're going to be going in circles, stirring a pot. So going as far forward as you can, and back. And you want to bend into your elbows, you can do that too. So going forward and back, in little circles or big circles, stirring the pot. Making sure you're still connected to the ground, however you are, on a chair or on the ground. Feeling that movement in your spine, in your seat, in your legs, in your ankles, in your feet. And then let's go in the opposite direction. This time though, let's move the hands a little bit different. So now that if you had your right thumb on top, move your left thumb on top. Okay, so it's in the opposite way, and then we're going to go in the opposite direction. I have to figure out what my opposite direction is. And so start stirring your pot. I really hope everyone can see me. I hope so. Well, I know you can, Allison. I can't see anyone else for some strange reason. And going around and around and around. Okay. One last time.
Everyone can see you.
Yeah, everyone can see me?
They've all said they can see you.
How weird. Anyway, bring your hands down. We're going to focus now on the legs. So you're going to take your right leg and reach it out. And we're going to start by just doing circles in the toes. So your knees can be bent. Circles in the toes. I know it's like, how do you do circles in the toes? Well, the best you can. They might not be the most beautiful circles, but you just do the best you can. And then go in the opposite direction. And then get into the ankle. Get right into the ankle. Go in one direction and go in the opposite direction. Okay. Then we're going to get into the leg. So the leg's going to go in circles. So just move how you need to move. It might be down closer to the floor. It might be lifted up a little higher. And then in the opposite direction. Try to keep sitting up nice and tall. Make sure you check in with your breath every once in a while, noticing what it's doing. Okay. And then bring that leg down. And just notice the difference between both legs. You might feel something different on this side of the body. And let's go move into the other side. So left foot, lift it up. And we'll just do the circles in the toes. And again, just do the best you can. Might be squares or triangles you're making, that's okay. And then the opposite direction, just with the toes as much as you possibly can. Focus on those toes. Okay, now let's get into the ankle. Ankle moves around in one direction. A few times getting that rotation in. And then the opposite direction. Great. And then let's start moving the leg. So the leg moves around. Doesn't have to be big movements. It can be smaller movements. Just be aware of what's going on. Okay, and then the opposite direction. So you might feel this in the hip. You might feel it in the knee because the knee gets in there too. Good. And then bring those legs down. Okay, wiggle around a little bit. Become still for a moment. And then lift that right leg up. Lift it up as high as you can. Flex the foot. So flex and push that heel away from you. And then point the toe. One more time, flex the foot. Push the heel away from you. You can have a little bit of a bend in the knee. And that foot can be on the ground too, okay? And then point the toe. And then bring the foot back. Let's do one on the other side. So left side, bring the foot up. So as high as you like, or it can be on the ground. Push that heel away from you. The knee can be as bent as you like. Try to sit up as nice, as tall as you can. Shoulders are soft. And then point the toe. And then again, flex the foot, pushing the heel away. And then point. Okay. So bring that foot down. I'm going to do some little sun salutations. So we're going to bring the arms all the way up above our heads. Reach up as tall as you actually possibly can. Okay, and then open up and we're gonna fold forwards. Nice and slow. You can reach down wherever you can reach down. Inhale to lift all the way back up again. As the arms come up, you're going to reach that right leg out and push that heel away. Exhale, bring the arms all the way down and reach all the way down towards the ground again. Inhale to lift. Left leg comes out this time. Reach it away from you, that heel away. And then exhale, bring the leg down and bring the arms all the way down. Inhale to lift up. Reach up. This time, bring that right knee in towards your chest. Maybe you want to hold on to the knee. Maybe you want to bring your arms up and the knee in. Exhale, bring your arms all the way down. Inhale, lift your arms back up again. Right knee comes up. Left knee comes up towards your chest. Again, you can hold on to it or not. And then exhale, bring the arms all the way down. Inhale, lift your arms back up again. Open up a little bit of a back bend here as you open up through your chest. Exhale, bring your hands down towards your lap and push your back towards the chair. We'll do one or more of those cats and cows. Inhale, lift up. And then exhale, round out. And then inhale, bring the arms out wide, lift all the way back up. And then exhale, forward fold. Inhale to lift. And exhale, hands towards your heart. Close your eyes, take a moment here. Just notice, breathe. Okay, we'll try something similar to that. Inhale, the arms come all the way up again. And exhale, forward fold. So reach down as far as you can, and then come up a little bit for a little lift and open up through the chest. Exhale, forward fold again. Inhale, lift up and bring that right leg out and extend it, pushing that foot away. Exhale, bring the hands down. Foot comes down. Inhale, lift the arms up. Left leg pushes away from you. Exhale, bring the arm and the foot down. Inhale, bring the arms back up. Right knee comes up towards your chest. Exhale, bring the arms all the way down. Knee comes down. Left leg comes up towards your chest as your arms come up. sitting up nice and tall. Exhale, bring the arms and legs back down. Inhale, lift yourself up again. Arms come up, open up through the chest. Exhale, bring the hands down towards your thighs and round out into your cat. One more of those. Inhale to lift. Open up through the chest. Exhale to round back. And then inhale, coming all the way back up. Bring arms all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Reach down towards your toes or somewhere around there. And then inhale, come all the way back up again. Reach up as high as you can. Exhale, hands down towards your heart. And just hold it there. Close your eyes. Do a little check-in again. Check in with your breathing. Check in with how your body's feeling. Notice every nook and cranny in the body. All the joints, all the muscles, how everything feels. Breathe. Notice your heart beating. Try to get in sync with that heart. Try to get the heart to calm down and the breath to become deep again. Doing that yogic breathing in through the belly, through the sides of the body, through the chest and through the back. Spine is nice and long, neck is long. Your head is reaching up towards the ceiling and your feet and your bottom are rooting down. Okay, next breath, you're gonna place your hands down on your lap and you're gonna push yourself up into standing, rooting down through your feet, and then stand yourself up. Okay, so if you need to use the chair, grab the chair. Okay, so we are gonna use the chair to do downward dog as well too, but not quite yet. So just make sure the chair is there to use if you need some support. Okay, so we're gonna root down through our feet. So standing up nice and tall, root down through the feet. Okay, and if you need to hold on, please do so. And we're just gonna start to move forward and back. Now, if you want a little bit more of a challenge, you can close your eyes. So just moving into those toes and moving into the heel. And if you need to hold on to something, please do. We just want to make sure that we're in balance and we're really in control of our movements here. So support yourself if you need to. So when we're moving ourselves through our feet, we're looking at our boundaries, our limitations in our balance, but also looking at our balance and limitations in our movements, as well as maybe even moving those into our limitations and our balances in our life. You know, where do we find balance? Where do we need to find balance? And are we honoring our limitations and boundaries? So what I mean by that are you allowing just anything to come into your mind or into your body? Or are you very selective on what you allow in through your thoughts, through sight, through what you read, what you think, what you hear, what you feel? So it could be negativity or positivity or absolutely anything. So when we're doing this simple exercise about moving into the toes and moving into the heels, these are boundary issues. So it's good to connect with those. You know, sometimes we don't pay attention to this kind of stuff. So one more time, moving into the heels and moving into the toes, finding out what's right for you. And then we're going to become center. So we're going to try to find balance in throughout both feet. So we want the same amount of weight in that big toe as what's in the little toes, as what's in the heel and the sides of the feet, the inner arch, the outer arch. So we want to have nice total balance. So through each foot and through both feet. So this is a very powerful pose, this mountain pose, Tadasana. And it's actually not an easy pose to be in. We're stretching out our fingers, making them wide, palms are facing forwards. Shoulders are soft, neck is long. And sometimes we just have to kind of be with ourselves here. And sometimes that's a little bit difficult. Just breathe through it. Noticing we're not going to have to stay here for very long. It's going to be over soon. It's okay, but just feeling strong in this pose. Okay. And now we're going to start to move. So if you like to either hold on to a chair or a wall, or if you like, you can bring your hands to your heart center, an Anjali Mudra. And then we're going to put the weight into our right foot. So firmly into the right foot. We can have a little bit of a bend into that right foot. And we're going to take that left foot and we're going to bring it just forwards, backwards, and then see if we can lift that knee up. And then bring it down. So we'll try that again, and maybe we want to go into tree at the same time. So let's just play around with it. So put the weight into the right foot, take the left foot, just bring it forward. So you can bring it as high as you like, and then bring it backwards. And then bring it up, bend into the knee, and then perhaps that foot wants to connect to that right foot. And bring yourself into tree, or maybe it wants to come back down and then come back into tree. And remember, tree can be, that left foot can be on the ground and the ankle, the heel can be above the ankle, or it can be on the shin, or it can be higher up if you like. Hold it there. And now let's see if we can go back again. So without putting that foot on the ground, challenge yourself. Come back to bringing the knee up, bringing the leg back, bringing it forwards, and then bringing it down. And now push into that left foot. Try not to move here. Notice what's going on in that right foot. What do you feel in that right leg, in your right hip, your right knee, the right side of the body? Even your shoulder, do you notice anything in your shoulder as you did that? You might. Okay, so if you need to switch the chair onto the other side, or you need to turn over onto the other side so you can support yourself, do so. And we're going to put the weight now totally into both feet, feeling that connection. And then the weight is going to transfer into that left foot this time. Okay, and you can move your hands however you feel comfortable. So the weight is firmly into that left foot. And you're going to take that right leg now and you're going to bring it forward. Just forward off the ground, finding your balance here. It can be as high as you like. And then bring it back. Then bring the knee up. You can bring it up as high as you like. And then bring it back down. So connect into the ground again. Find that connection. Then move the weight again back into the left foot, bringing that right leg forwards, then backwards, then the knee comes up, then see if you can go right into a tree. And again, you find your own tree. Every tree is unique. So root down through that left foot. If you need to support yourself somewhere on a chair, table, or wall, do so. If you want to give yourself a little bit more of a challenge, you can close your eyes this time. See if you can stay with the sense of sight taken away from you. Just be aware of everything around you. And allow yourself just to stay in that position. Hold yourself here. And then let's release that tree. Bring that leg back. Oh, up here first, knee up. Then come bringing it back, then bringing it forwards, and then bringing it down. And then just hold it there. Bring the arms maybe down. Close your eyes, and again, notice that left side of the body, how it feels compared to the other side of the body. Not only noticing the foot, but notice the leg, the knee, the hip, the side of the body, your shoulder, your neck, where you're doing something with that left side of the body, or maybe you were doing something with the right side of the body to compensate. They might be really, really, really subtle little movements or feelings, but they might be there. Okay, hold it there for a moment. And then start to wiggle your toes. Wiggle the toes, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And then start to move yourself forward and back again. Maybe you need to hold on again. Forward and back, forward and back. And then plant your feet firmly. We're going to bring the arms all the way up, give ourselves a nice big stretch. And we're going to sit as if this chair is behind us. We're just about to sit into the chair, but we're not. And then lift ourselves back up. And then we're going to go into a downward dog. So if you need the chair, so you can grab hold of the seat, or if you want to, the back of the chair. And then just walk your feet away, bend into your knees, like a lot. Put the weight into both feet. Stick your bottom up and out. Bring your head between your arms. And really this night, stretch out your back, stretch out your arms. Take a few breaths here. You don't have to go as low as I'm going. You can stay up here a little bit more. You might have your arms up here, and that's perfectly fine too. But really bend into the knees here. Okay, so really bend into those knees. Stretching out the arms, stretching out the back and the glutes. Okay, we'll stay here for one more breath. And then we're going to start to bring ourselves back. And we're just going to stretch out that hip flexor right here because we're sitting a lot. So if you need the chair again, hold on to the chair. We're going to bring the right foot forwards. Left foot is back. We're going to bring our hands onto our hips. We're going to bend into both knees. And we're going to do a little pelvic tilt. So pelvic tilt, the bottom of the pelvis is coming forwards, the top of the pelvis is coming back. We should feel a very nice mild stretch through that left side of the leg. So whatever leg is behind you, just a little gentle stretch right through here. It should not be painful. If it's painful, ease off of it. But we need to get a nice stretch through this psoas here, this muscle. It gets constricted and tight from sitting a lot. And from just doing some of the things that we've been doing, it tends to constrict even more. So we want to just release some of that tension. At the same time, soften through your shoulders and through your chest, through your face. So keep rooting down firmly into your feet. And you can release it for a moment. So bringing that pelvis back, or maybe even just straightening out your legs, and then go back into it. So kind of just doing little tucks. So releasing it and then going back into it. We'll do that one more time. Release it. So you're kind of pushing your buttocks backwards and then coming back into it. Nice and easy and slow and gentle. Soften through your shoulders. Good. And then come back up. Bring your feet together. You can shake it out a little bit. And then we'll do the other side. So take your left foot, bring it forwards. The feet aren't very much apart, and you can bring them wider if you like it for a better stance. So just make sure you're supported. Hang on if you need to. Bend into both knees and do your little pelvic tilt. So the bottom of the pelvis is coming forwards, top of the pelvis is coming backwards. Okay, and again, soften through your shoulders. You can bring your arms wherever you feel comfortable. I like to bring my hands here just because I'm holding on to my hip points, which are right here, and I notice that they're pointing forwards because that's kind of what you want. You don't want them twisted around. And you're just going to feel a nice, gentle stretch right through here. It might even go right into the quad muscles here in your upper thigh. Just a nice, gentle release. So try to breathe through this. Okay, and then we're going to release it. So pushing your buttocks back and then go back into it. Nice and easy and gentle. Just moving in time with your breath. So release it. Come back into it. Release it. And then we'll come back into it and hold it that for just a breath or two. And again, it should not be painful. You should just feel a nice, easy stretch here. If there's any sense of pain, you want to back away slowly. Okay, and then we're going to release that and then bring the feet back together. Maybe wiggle around, maybe little circles. And then we're going to come back onto our chair. Okay, so sitting back down into the chair, sitting on the edge of the chair again. Rooting down through your feet, sitting up nice and tall. Okay. So before we're going to go into Savasana, we're going to bring the arms all the way up and do another little twist. This time we're just going to twist over to one side, bring the arms down. So you're hanging on to maybe the back of the chair and the right arm's just relaxing against the side of your thigh. So you're not twisted too much. Okay, and you're twisting right through your midsection here and just bringing the arms wherever you like. And then if you want to go into a little bit deeper twist, you can maybe move your head a little bit. And then if you like, you can move your eyes a little bit more. But we're not struggling or straining with this. Really soften through your shoulders. And just take a moment here, breathe into it. And then when you're ready to come out of it, move the eyes first, then move the head, and then move the rest of the body. And come back to center. Okay, we'll do the same thing with the other side. So bring the arms all the way up. And we'll twist over towards the other side. So my side is the right side. And I'm going to bring my right arm down behind the chair. My left hand is on the right outer thigh. I'm still sitting up nice and tall, soften through the shoulders. Feet are rooting down through the ground. Feet are rooting down. And then I'm going to just move my head gently. And then the eyes are going to continue to move a little bit more too. But I'm not straining. I'm not struggling. I'm just going to where my boundaries are and stopping there. Closing my eyes if that feels good, or you can keep them open. Just holding it here for one more breath. When you're ready, move the eyes first, then move the head, and then move your body back to center. Okay, so we're going to come into Savasana. So if you want to get down on the ground, go for it. Or if you just want to lean into your chair, you can do that. If you're in the chair, just bring your legs out a little bit, maybe as wide as you like. Relax your arms. They can be palms face down or palms face up. I like palms face up. It just feels a connection better. I don't know. And if you have your hands face down, you can ground down a little bit. So it just depends on what you feel like you need. So just allow yourself to relax. You can bring your chin down towards your chest if that feels good. But wherever you are, try to feel just a nice soft connection. And this is the place where you can reap the benefits of the practice. So they're being processed now as you start to relax and release. So let go of anything. So let go of any thoughts. Let go of the breath that you were trying to control. Let go of any attachments through your practice. Anything you liked or you disliked, just let go of all that. And just come into a state of just being in the moment. Letting your own natural rhythm take over your body. Settling. your mind decides to go on a little wander, just bring it back to your breath. Seeing if you can soften just a little bit more. And then peacefully bring your awarenesses back. Allow your breath to deepen. Notice where you are, what you're doing. Create a little bit of movement into the body, so wiggling fingers and toes. Maybe your head is gently moving from side to side, gently reawakening. Remembering you can go back into Savasana at any point during your day. Just taking a few moments to reconnect with yourself. It's a very, very powerful pose about releasing things that you don't need. So I highly recommend it. It's not a nap, it's a wakeful nap. You're still fully aware, but you're releasing. Okay. And then give yourself a nice big stretch so arms come up. Stretch yourself out, maybe stretch out a leg. Maybe bend from side to side just to release any unwanted tension or stress that you maybe have in your body. And then bring your arms down. Okay, I'm going to just do a few breathing exercises here. So just resume your breathing. So just watch your breath again for a moment. And then allow the yogic breathing to come back in. Seems like my clock has stopped. Allison, do you know what time it is?
You have 6 more minutes.
I have 6 more minutes. Yeah, my clock has definitely stopped.
9:54.
Okay. So, thank you. So get your yogic breathing back up. We're just going to do this for a few moments and then have a few minutes of a meditation. So find your yogic breath again. So the belly breathing through the sides, through the chest, through the back. Find a nice rhythm of doing that. Taking your time with your breath, nice inhalation, nice full exhalation. The next time you inhale, you're going to hold it for a moment. Just hold that breath in. Just allow that air to swirl around. Just hold it in. And when it becomes too much, slowly exhale it out. Don't exhale it out in a big puff. Let it come out slowly. Let's try that again. Inhale, nice full inhalation. And then hold that air in you. Really feel it expand through the belly, through the chest, through the back, through the sides of the body. Hold it in. Don't struggle with it. When it becomes too much, just gently ease it out of your body again. Exhale it out through the nose. And do that one more time. Inhale, and then hold that air in you. Just hold it in. Feel it swirling around. Try to make sure that your face isn't getting contorted or your shoulders. Keep relaxed. Just swirling that air in you. And when it's enough, exhale it all the way back out. And then just resume your breathing. Full inhalations, full exhalations. And then notice maybe you're able to breathe in a little bit more now. Do you notice that? Maybe a little bit? Okay, now we're going to do the reverse. So we're going to inhale as much as we possibly can. Exhale it all out and then hold it. Hold it there. You might not be able to hold it as long. When it becomes enough, begin to breathe back in. And don't gasp at it. When it's enough, slowly start to breathe back in, filling yourself up as much as you can. And then slowly letting the air back out. When all the air is out of your body, hold it. Hold your breath for a moment. When it's enough, begin to breathe in again. Nice big breath in. Nice big breath out. Let's do that one more time. So let's take a nice big breath in. Slowly let all the air out of your body. And then hold it. Don't allow any more air in. Try not to tense up. Don't struggle. When that's enough, slowly breathe back in. And then just resume your breathing. Well done, everyone. That's a good way of creating a really balanced ratio of blood and air in your body. Really, really beneficial to the entire circulation system, the nervous system. Okay, let's just close our eyes just for a moment. I know it's almost ready to go, so let's close our eyes just for a moment. Just holding ourselves here. And just being aware of all that you've learned, maybe through your mind, through your body, through your breath. Maybe be aware of where your limitations are, your boundaries. We've played with that today. And then how can you bring all that you've learned in your practice today? How can you use that in your life, in your daily life? Maybe just being able to say no when we don't want something, or maybe being aware of tingling sensation in the body and just being curious about it. Maybe being able to breathe better. Okay, let's bring our hands towards our hearts, bow our heads, and give ourselves gratitude for this practice, for being here, joining me today, even though I couldn't see you. Computer malfunctions and, you know, all the difficulties with technology, but you know what? We just do what we can do. But still give gratitude. Gratitude still for being here, for even the rainy day, for all the different seasons in life and in nature. Let's breathe in. Exhale it out through the mouth. And then breathe in for one communal Om. Om. Thanks for joining me today. everyone. Hopefully you have a really great day and great week, and hopefully maybe you'll join us for this practice afterwards, or for the class on Wednesday at 2 p.m. for that yoga flow. So thanks for joining me. Namaste.